What the fuck? Where'd my video go? Oh, hello everybody. Chris Wood here. January 2nd, 9:10 p.m. Congratulations to Ontario Provincial Police. Damage is fucking done. Time is bought. And Dale Hartwick, Tony fucking Hearns, Bert the fucking butt plug hustler, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne. You're all guilty of injuring, torturing, deforming me, brain injuring me, body mutilations, sex assaults, attempted murder, stalking, tortures, attempted murder, killing my mother, killing my dogs, completely and totally committing full physical identity theft on me while keeping me from help because you're OPP accomplices. You are drug fed, money paid pieces of shit. Each and every one are sex offender, fall down fucking child molesters, junkie drug traffickers who work with him for Robert Kane peddling his fucking fentanyl and his meth and his crack and the rest of the garbage. Highly protected sex slave trafficking cops in Napanee, or possibly, whether they've transferred or not, still sex slave cops within OPP, is ex-OPP chief or commander in Napanee. From 2019, it drove a white Jeep Wrangler. Staff sergeant, he's a sex offender, and one's a kidnapper. Year 2019, 2021. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Shannon Cork, Stacy, a mental health worker. I know I've said this a million times. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Hafner. I say that because people need to actually pay attention and realize that they are very seriously fucking dangerous people. I've been going through shit from them for 5 fucking years. My medical rights, my legal rights, my human rights have been taken. I am blind in my fucking right eye. I have no feeling in the right side of my head. My right lung and right kidney have been completely and totally screwed on me. I eat, my food goes to the right side of my body, not my left to my stomach. I've been through 1,000,001 fucking facial and skull deformings, and I've shown it and proven it and not being able to do anything about it because I am medically blacklisted, compliments of OPP, crime cover-up doctor, and guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit through her falsifying to get me through her file falsifying to get me discriminated against, to get me medically blacklisted, to prevent me help. Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic, Lennox at Annington County General Hospital, and girlfriend to Stacy, now Kingston AMHS. She is very seriously fucking dangerous, and she is the one that assured all crimes against me, along with patient relations, having me falsely charged for me talking about crimes that the doctors were committing and what was taking place at the hospital. So for harassment or whatever, they took it upon themselves, and I believe it was co-conspired to have me charged in an attempt to try to give me a record, in an attempt to try to get away with the crimes that they are guilty of, to try to discredit me. That's what that was about. It was about trying to save their own asses. Not only once, but twice. Once through patient relations, and once through ex-CEO Wayne Cubbyduck just before he got his $360 million grant for the new hospital shit, or whatever it was. He had it done to me. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor are all criminally negligent, involved in co-committing and covering up crimes for themselves, for OPP, the ones named, and their pieces of shit boss that they answer to in Napanee. The fucking cops are owned and they are answer to Blair Frederick fucking Hardy, obsessed homosexual, stalker, guilty of identity theft, guilty of torture crimes on me. He is a meth trafficker. He is a rape traffic. He is a rape hound. He is guilty of multiple homicides. He is financial frauds, welfare, disability, pension, and old age frauds. He is a bank fraud. He commits bank frauds, and he's a sex slave trafficker, and he is guilty of multiple homicides, along with one Bill Waldridge or Bill Coldridge, Bill Delarosable, Stephen Mavis, James Bubbles, Robert Cross are all these pieces of shit alias name. Both of them are guilty of criminally stalking my mother and killing her, causing her death December 20th, 2020 through Spencer Mills 14716 and Stacy because they told this piece of shit, Bill Waldridge, or whatever his real name is, that he and I were switched at birth, thinks that he is my dad and was calling my mother mom. Very fucking psychotic, and this is why OPP are using these pieces of shit, along with Bert the Hitman Hustler, Bert the Butt Plug Hustler, who is a seriously gay, obsessed piece of shit, meth head, crackhead, and pillhead. He's guilty of torture crimes on me. He's guilty of attempted murder, being involved with my identity theft, along with Tyler Teabag Lake, who is guilty of torturing and killing my dog Runt in 2023, guilty of torture crimes on me, guilty of being involved with my identity theft. I have pictures where I look just like this fucker. He is guilty of attempted murder on me, along with Jason Gimpy Two-Step Van Alstyne, guilty of attempted murder. He sells laced fentanyl for Robert Kane. He is the one causing fentanyl overdoses. He's guilty of possibly committing another homicide in 2021. He is guilty of attempted murder on me. Raymond LeBlanc, he is guilty of torturing my dog with Tyler Lake and killing him in March of 2023. He's a criminal stalker. He is a child groomer. He is a meth trafficker. He's guilty of attempted murder. Harry Hartwick, he is guilty of being involved with brain injuring me. He is guilty of skull deforming me. He's guilty of my identity theft, torture crimes with the intent to commit. He is a child groomer, approximately 83 to 85 years old. He is also guilty of other serious crimes against me as a child in Winnipeg, Manitoba. His nephew Dale, he is guilty of attempted murder on me, identity theft with the intent to commit, brain injuring, skull splitting, body mutilations has been done to me. He is guilty of attempted murder with the intent to commit, homicide for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend at the time. He now works with him for OPP. He's a rat informant and a speed trafficker and addict with him. Dale's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whatever, Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns, he is guilty of being involved with my identity theft, and I have pictures where I look exactly like him, 100%, even right down to his cockeye. He is guilty of being involved with my identity theft, skull splitting me, brain injuring me, body mutilations, attempted paralyzing me, and sex assaults. He also thinks that I am a fucking wolf. He is highly psychotic, highly delusional, and this is why OPP are using these pieces of shit. And in the meantime, I'm being completely, totally deformed. I'm going through 100% brain injuring. I'm going through 100% skull deforming. I'm going through 100% full physical identity theft, showing it and proving it constantly and not being able to do anything because I am medically blacklisted in Ontario. Compliments of these fucking doctors to assure OPP get away with what they've done. My medical rights, my legal rights, my human rights have been taken, and I spoke about OPP crimes, the human trafficking and the homeless exploitation for monetary gain out of the Morning Star mission and the possible money laundering through coldest night of the year. As a result, I became a victim and a fucking target from these seriously dangerous, corrupt Ontario provincial police, the doctors, and their fucking accomplices Time has been bought, damage is done. I am the end of my bloodline. You completely and totally changed me to look like Jason Gimpy, two-step Van Alstyne, a fucking inbred reject, crackhead lowlife who has the IQ of a fucking potato. A baked one at that, because that's what his fucking brain is mush, and you're turning me into this big piece of shit to look like him. And I can very much prove 100% how it's being done, and I have proven how it's being done. I just have no rights to fucking try to save my life because I spoke of OPP crimes. This is fucking revenge on me, but it's legal through them because they own and run everything. What they say goes. Murder is legal, sex assault is legal, kidnapping is legal, torture is legal because it's through the police, and doctors are more than willing to aid them in their fucking crime, and I have proven it 100%. I know you're sitting back and you watch me do these videos constantly. Tyler Lake, Blair Hardy, Bill Waldridge, Jason Van Alstyne, and the rest of you pieces of shit, because you can see out of my fucking eye right here what you blinded me in. It goes all glazed over. But you fucking blinded me, so you are very well aware of me doing these videos, you pieces of shit. And I know that you watch them knowing that you're fucking doing this to me and getting away with it. Committing full physical, stealing my fucking identity, Jason Van Alstyne, because you are a fucking obsessed homosexual crackhead fall down piece of shit who gives blowjobs to OPP cops and are untouchable. You're using the fact that you're a fucking stroke victim as a means to get away with the crimes that you are getting away with, committing murders, you fucking lowlife. Along with Bert Hustler. You are a piece of shit fucking garbage is what you are, Bert Hustler, and I know you're seeing and watching this too. I'm getting tortured and fucking completely and totally fucking changed and mutilated on a daily basis because of these bastards doing this to me for 5 years for revenge. Not only did you steal my dad's identity from me, you stole my bloodline, you stole my fucking, you stole my mother's life, you stole my dog's life, you're stealing my fucking life in every way, shape, and form, to the point where you're even gonna steal my ODSP, and I say that without paranoia, you fucking piece of shit, crackheads. This is about destroying me in every way, shape, and form, and getting away with it because you are fucking terrorist lowlifes. Working with terrorist fucking lowlife cops. Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic, next time you label me as a suicidal self-harmer or anything else, you're gonna fucking answer for what you've done to me. You're gonna fucking criminally answer for what you've done to me anyway. And I'm gonna sue your ass off and make it well, knowing that you are a threat and danger to society. You're using your position as being a doctor as to be an authority over people. You got one hell of an ego. But you better prove your words against me when you make those kind of fucking accusations and falsify my medical records after talking to your girlfriend. I had not been to a hospital or a doctor in approximately 7 to 10 years prior to being shot, and everything started on me. Bill Waldridge is an obsessed fucking homosexual piece of shit fall down when he believes that he and I were switched at birth and thinks that he is also fucking Harry Potter too, and uses many alias names, making him a very seriously dangerous person that OPP will laugh in your face over for wanting his arrest. I've had it done to me many, many, many times, and I have and can prove it. This is how well protected these pieces of shit are, because they can implicate the cops and everybody else in their crimes and why and what they are doing to people, completely and totally fucking lobotomizing them, completely and totally causing brain damage and brain injuring to get out of criminal civil lawsuits to eventually fuck over their victims more, knowing that they cannot get medical help. You are pure filth, every single one of you fucks that work with him for OPP, including you, Sean McKay. Yes, you are criminal. You are involved with this too. Worst part is the Hartwicks are my fucking family, my cousins. Harry Hartwick is guilty of fucking stripping me down as a kid and putting duct tape on my testicles. Reason, because I would not eat a pickled onion. I was approximately 12 years old at the time. But because I would not eat a pickled onion, he proceeded to beat me, rip my clothes off of me, completely strip me down, and take duct tape and violently put it on my testicles. And then made me stand in a corner for 4 hours. Well, he then turned around and beat the shit out of my mother and my older brother Stephen at the time for wanting to know who his dad was. So they are very seriously dangerous fucking pieces of shit. And as it stands right now, I want them arrested. Dale Hartwick arrested. I know he's dying of cirrhosis. I don't give two fucking shits. But now I have proof I am looking like this garbage, like this fucking family, along with the rest of these people. And I've proven it. So because nobody can be arrested and I don't have the $22,000 to give OPP, it's time somebody needs to pay in a lawsuit for what's been done to me. I know it won't bring back my mother, it won't bring back my dogs, it won't give me my bloodline back that's been stolen, and yes, I say that, and I can prove it 100%. 100%. That's the fucking thing, because I can and have proven everything. I am being prevented from going any further with it. I cannot get lawyers. I've tried and tried and tried and tried, and as soon as you mention OPP and other things, it's forget it. No, we are not helping you in any way, shape, or form. They probably know how dangerous they are and what will happen to their families. They will be completely and totally fucking wiped out because they're cops. And I don't say that with any kind of hate. I say that because of pure fact. No association with anybody named prior to being shot, and now going through what I've been through for the past 5 years. I hope you pieces of shit are truly happy with what you see and what you've done to me, you fucking lowlives, while you're sitting around fucking high on your meth and your crack and everything else, completely and totally mutilating me and deforming me. I go to do a fucking bong, and next thing you know, these pieces of shit are right there like fucking leeches, because they're using R&M on me, and which enables them to broadcast through me. But as soon as I start to go do a bong or smoke a cigarette or doing anything, they're right there fucking boom. They are pure fucking parasite energetic leeches is what they are. And they are using very seriously dangerous tech that enables invasive surveillance. And yes, because they are sex offenders. Yes, because they are child molesters. Yes, because they are fucking sex slave traffickers. I guarantee you they are using it on many others in Napanee. They might even be using it on your children, and you may not even be aware of it. They could be watching your kids in a lot of different ways, and you might not even be aware of it because they're sex offending fucking pedophiles. And like I said, it does enable invasive surveillance, and this is how part of the way I'm going through my fucking identity changes, along with me having a tube in my fucking chest now that goes from my groin up to my nipple on my right side, from there up to my throat, from my throat up to the back of my neck, and up to the back of my head, and into my head to the spot on the back of my head that I've had there since I've been shot, since 2019. I actually went to the hospital one time to get that checked out, and the first thing out of the doctor's mouth was, "How much cocaine are you on?" Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? It was a Dr. Fardell, as a matter of fact. Her first fucking words, assuming, "How much cocaine are you on?" Like, fuck you. with your assumptions. I don't do drugs. I used to at one time. I haven't done them since 2013, and I am not going to have those kind of labels put on me. Those are the kind of labels and lies that OPP are using against their victims. So when they're being tortured and killed, they are using the drug overdose narrative against their victims to have murder covered up. Or they're using lies about suicide, self-harming, and all that. So when they're being tortured and everything else and being killed, once again saying without paranoia, they can have it covered up is just that. Well, it's actually homicide. So congratulations, you've taken every fucking step against me to prevent me. And a lot of lies that nobody has to answer for. I share DNA with each and every one of these pieces of shit, and I have no association or relation to them. I'm related to Dale Hartwick and Harry Hartwick, yes, but they are my third cousins, and we do not share blood or DNA. I don't care if you're Diane, Dale Hartwick, Tony Earns, and the rest of you pieces of shit. You're going to answer for what you've done. One way or another, this is going to be, I hope somebody, one way or another, this is going to be done before I am totally fucking gone and killed. And it will happen. If anybody's been watching, you can see just how much fucking changes I've been through over the past fucking even week. Right now I have R&M being used on me, this part of my head, because it's up further. This is fucking Tony Hearns, and on the other side is Dale Hartwick. My skull's been completely split, and they're using R&M on me, and it's like they're fucking broadcasting on each side, and I'm stuck in the fucking middle. And I know it might sound crazy, but it's 100% true. I get stuff going from that tube. I get stuff going through me, constantly numbing me. I get hypoxia. I no longer have brain stimulation, and I haven't in a very long time. A very long time. I've been had brain cell death caused on me a very long time ago, while not being able to do anything, going through constant deforming, being in excruciating fucking pain and not being able to do anything about it, not being able to get medical help, not being able to do a fucking thing. So this has been assured against me. When people disappear, it's the cops, it's the doctors in Napanee, and it's their fucking accomplices who they can and will not touch for free fucking drugs are committing murder, ending fucking bloodlines for drop charges. Isn't that right, Hartwick and Hearns? If anybody's ever had this stuff, I definitely recommend it. It is awesome, especially the orange cream soda. It is really good. Anyway, I've had a full day of being numbed. I've had a full day of being deformed. I have no sight in my fucking. I have no sight in my right eye here. I can't fucking see anything. So I can only see out of my left eye. It glazes over all the time and looks like I got a fucking snake eye all the time. Right now I can see myself looking like fucking Dale Hartwick. This is Dale Hartwick and Tony Hearns using R&M on me. So, with that being said, anything happens to me more, I guarantee you by tomorrow or even later on, I'll look 100% different than what I do now. I guarantee it. Worst part is there's nothing I can do. I know I keep repeating myself, but I am seriously fucked. The whole side of my head is completely and totally numb, and it's swelled right up. I have no feeling in it. Look at the difference in each side of my fucking head and my face when I turn. Because my fucking skull's been split and my brain's been split, so when they're using R&M on me, it's on each side of my head. There are a bunch of fucking junky lowlifes who sit around using this on me 24/7, even in my sleep. They get free fucking their drugs delivered to them, compliments of Robert Kane every single night after 2 a.m. after shift change. They get their crack, their meth, their fentanyl, their speed, their pills, whatever they need for doing what they do, and to keep them fucking high and doing this to me 24/7 is what's been happening since I was shot back in August of 2019 by XOPP chief, by whatever it was that went into my right ear. I was tagged by it, and then all my problems fucking happened, and then my head expanding, me going through this fucking shit. They're putting prisoner tracking onto victims as well, illegally. Obviously, everything they do is illegal. There's nothing legal done through OPP and Napanee. Nothing. They've already proven they are too corrupt and too dirty to do anything legal there. And the fucking doctors are just as dangerous. And they have proven it, just what they're about and what they will do to get away with the crimes that they are committing, and blaming their fucking victims for what they are responsible for doing. Yes, I am being blamed for going through this. I am being blamed and being labeled a delusional, hallucinating retard, compliments of fucking criminal doctors. One of the pieces of shit who was doing this to me, Jason Van Alstyne, the fall down inbred crackhead, one of the reasons he's doing to me is because I have tattoos. And he broadcasts through me. He sees himself as me. As crazy as this sounds, I do realize that. But he sees himself as me, and he sees his tattoos. He's a stroke victim. And when he sees himself as me, he does not see himself as being a stroke victim. He does not see himself as being the gimp or whatever the case may be that people call him. The person with the disability. I know that's not his fault, but that's one of the reasons why this piece of shit does it. Because he's also in a fucking psychosis as well. And the more they use this on me, they numb me down on each side of my head, completely and totally fucking me. I'm going to lose my memories more. While I am going through this, while I am completely changed and I disappear, and the Wood bloodline and Christopher Wood is dead, as these pieces of shit go on to take over. It's funny how fucking tech can work, and the fact that not a lot of people are aware of just how dangerous AI truly fucking is, and how it's being used on people. I am just another one that fucking you pieces of shit totally get away with doing whatever you want. So knowing now, because they are fucking junkies and they have full OPP immunity, they now know that they can commit any crime they want and get away with it with protection. So OPP are turning these pieces of shit into serial killers for their fucking revenge, for their bidding, while they sit back like Pontius Pilates, washing their hands and claiming deniability. Meanwhile, they are the ones 100% behind every single bit of it and not having to prove nothing. I see I've been on here for a half an hour already. I am going to get off here, but be safe. Love all, hate none. I am Christ Wood. I'm a 5-year revenge victim. Remember, people, if this is seen, every single word of it is 100% true. Every single person named OPP, doctors, and their accomplices are very fucking seriously dangerous. They cannot be touched. They are above the law, and they are guilty of murders and attempted murders, including animals as well. They have no concern for fucking life in that town, and I have proven it. Oh, shit. Have a good night, everybody. Anything more happens to me, somebody's got to see this, and something's got to be done to these fucking pieces of shit, because I cannot get it done no matter what I can prove. Well, they're getting away with this.